Welcome to Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. It's Andrade and Irwin back at it again. Don't forget to drop a like, a sub, and a comment at the end of the video. We post 5+ times a week because we're doing all these reactions. And guys, congratulations.
Congrats to the Suns, but obviously,
CP3.
Wait, no, fuck that for now. Let's not forget one of the real reasons why this all started last year when the Suns went 8-0 and you had that IG model. I'm gonna put that right over here.
Not an IG model.
Now whatever, some thought, I don't know, from Miami. She did
2020-21 NBA MVP Elisa Jane will make her first career NBA Finals appearance.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, she's beat some greats like Carmelo Anthony.
That's her.
That, made right there. The true MVP right there. I mean, sucked them off to 8-0.
Ever since she fucking did that,
8-0. They got Chris Paul. They got Jay Crowder. Anyways,
maybe that's when Chris Paul went to Phoenix.
And I'm seeing over here, man, she's from Miami. I'm like, you're sucking off the wrong team, man. Suck off Miami Heat, man. We need some of that shit. But all good. All jokes to the side, even though I was kind of serious over here. The Suns have made the NBA Finals. Chris Paul effect is a legit thing.
And Chris Paul is in his first NBA Finals appearance. About time. I'll try to find a good tweet about that or a cool couple dope photos. But guys, this is a new recurring segment we're gonna start doing in the reaction videos. So we're gonna try at least. And tweets of the night for every game that passes and every moment we have. So let's just start it off. All right, let's start off with this one. This is the best picture I've ever seen. Boom. Chris Paul and Devin Booker. Look at that. Oh, it's a beautiful sight. Especially for Suns fan. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually, I'll talk about it in another one. Cause boom. Can't believe I'm looking at this and it ain't Photoshop.
I saw that.
Devin Booker, man. Hey, I'm not going to lie. That Western Conference Finals champion shirt for the Suns looks fire. Fucking fire.
And, the people that are saying, like, on NBA Twitter, man, chill. Like, saying, like, oh, this shit's fraud. I'm like, no, man. They did what they were supposed to do. They beat the teams that they had in front of them.
That's facts. And then we got another funny one. Guys, the tweets are going to be a mix of dope photos, funny memes, funny jokes, and also stats. And this one, we got it from
Billy Madison.
Chris Paul and the Suns going to the NBA Finals. Like, oh man.
Yeah, shit.
And then if you were here for all this, you deserve this season as a Suns fan. And look at these series of four.
That's the Dragon, Isaiah Thomas, and Eric Bledsoe.
And who remembers this tweet from Bledsoe? I don't want to be here in 2017.
They didn't want your ass either.
And then boom, next trio they were gonna try to rely on.
Dragon Bender. Forgot who that little guy is. And I don't know, that other guy is a fucking scrub. I'm like, shit. I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna. Yeah.
And then we got the draft picked that started changing everything. He didn't really start changing everything, but he kind of. I mean.
Yeah, he's the anchor.
Yeah, and he's the first one from the draft class to make it to an NBA Finals, I think so, or at least the first one of that's a big name.
Yeah.
Stat Muse, Chris Paul is the oldest player in NBA history with 40+ points in a closeout game. He's also the second oldest player ever to drop 40+ in any playoff game.
He balled out.
Yeah, and here I want to tie this up with this one from ESPN Stats. Chris Paul finishes with 41 points, tying his playoff career high. And it's the second most in a playoff game by a player at age 36 or older in NBA history. Karl Malone scored 50 in 2000 against the Supersonics. If you guys don't know, the Supersonics were a team from Seattle. This is all the younger viewers out there.
He dropped 50 at 36? Damn.
Right? Then 2 seasons ago, the Suns had the worst record in the West. What a turnaround. And if you think that's crazy, just know that the craziest one was Celtics in 07 and then in 08 when they ended up winning the championship. And I want to tie that one in with this one. The Suns had just a .302 winning percentage in the previous 5 seasons entering this season. They are now headed to the NBA Finals. That's the worst in the 5 seasons prior to an appearance in the final postseason round in the history of the NBA, NFL, NHL, or MLB. That's fucking crazy. That's all major leagues in the United States because obviously they don't count the MLS.
Definitely not, man. Maybe in 100 years from now.
Yeah. And then the Suns have been on a tear since leaving the bubble. The bubble,
That
Sun
girl.
since Irwin's
That
favorite
girl.
girl. Record before the bubble, 26-39. Record in the bubble, 8-0. Since trade for Chris Paul, 51-21. Playoff record, 11-3. And 2021 outcome, NBA Finals. And then of course they had to add that game-winning shot pose that Devin Booker did in the bubble. That's a really cool edit, man. Shout out to whoever fucking did that.
Yeah, man, that's like a graphic designer, right?
Yeah, and then we'll end with a couple tweets on Chris Paul's special night. Chris Paul, look at this amazing graphic. 41 points, 8 assists, 7 3-pointers made. That man, yeah, if you guys caught that fourth quarter, he was the reason at the end of the third quarter that they closed it out.
That and one thing I do want to note is like Patrick Beverly, what the fuck, man? Doing like that foul like towards the end. Man.
Yeah, I don't
like,
know what takes him off. Like I
like,
thought CP3 had done something. That's not like I was trying to watch the replays. Like did he do anything? No.
Nah, man,
he
he's
just
being
went up to him.
Annoying fuck.
Yeah, you know what Chris Paul did? He scored 31 points in the second half, his most in a half in his career, regular season or playoffs. He is the third player over the last 25 postseasons to score 30 plus points in the second half of a series clinching win, joining Steph Curry and Anthony Davis.
Nice. Quite
good company.
damn
And lastly, this one was a little weird to me. I'm still kind of trying to wrap my head around it, but Chris Paul is the first player in the shot clock era since 1954-55 to score 35 plus points and hit 2 out of 3 of his field goal attempts in multiple series clinching wins in the same postseason. He's done it in each of the Suns' last 2 series. So that concludes the tweets of the night. And just so you guys know, here's the last one. If you guys didn't know, this has to do with Ty Lue. Ty Lue had a great record. He was 10-2 all time when facing elimination and 3-0 so far in the 21 playoffs. And that streak has come to an end. And now he's 10-3 because the Suns, man.
I'll tell you this, man. They definitely hired the right coach, the Clippers, because, man, if this was last year's Clippers, they would have gotten their ass kicked by the Utah Jazz, as they should have. But thanks to Ty Lue pushing all the right buttons and a little bit of, the Jazz choking a little bit and the Suns not properly closing them, they were able to not only get to that conference finals without their best player in Kawhi, but they were able to push into 6 games.
No, facts. And I'll see, it was quite a spectacle because I didn't care who won. I just wanted the Clippers to win because that's who I predicted, and I just would like to be right.
You're wrong.
But hell yeah. But I'm more than happy that Chris Paul finally made his NBA Finals appearance. He's been one of my favorite point guards, especially when he was when I was a kid and I watched him on the Hornets and when he entered the Clippers. And now it's just nice to finally see even other fans. I was talking to a Clippers fan on Twitter where he's a legit Clippers fan. And he was just happy. He's like, yeah, fuck it. I was going for the Clippers, but I'm just happy to see CP3 make his first finals appearance. And, I feel like that's how a lot of people feel, especially NBA fans as a whole. You know what I mean? At this point, it's we're all rooting for CP3.
Not even that.
I don't think whoever makes it in the East, whether it's the Bucks or Hawks, yeah, there's going to be their fans that are rooting for them and some maybe other people that are going to be rooting for them. But I think a lot of NBA fans are not going to root for the Suns, you know what I mean? Because we just want to see CP3 get a chip.
I know CP3 is getting most of the press, but I'm happy for Booker. I'm happy for Aiden. I'm happy for Bridges and Crowder as well.
Crowder made it to the finals last year.
I feel you, man, but I fuck with Crowder, man.
Yeah.
I like Crowder, man. So
no,
pretty happy for them as well. But what do you think, man? Is whoever they meet, is this a for sure thing already for the Suns? Because it looks like they're gonna.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think it is, man.
I feel like a lot of people are running on this side that they made it to the finals.
Not that. It's just I was seeing another tweet. The Suns are the only team that's relatively healthy. They're the only healthy team.
No, that's true.
I'm the Bucks. They have that thing going on with Giannis. With the Hawks,
Trey's ankle.
Trey and DeAndre Hunter. Well, DeAndre Hunter's been out pretty much the whole playoffs, but they're relatively the healthiest team that's there. I'm shit.
No, facts. To me is look, if I still think the Bucks are gonna end up coming out of the East if Giannis maybe comes back, depending on how bad his injury is. Even if he doesn't come back.
From what it looks like on the news, there's no structural damage, and it seems like his ligaments are in fair condition.
Okay.
So it doesn't seem as serious as we thought it was.
Okay, then if they can just hold it off and Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday step up, I still see the Bucks coming out. And if the Bucks come out and Giannis gets to play in the finals, I think the Bucks may end up winning the championship. That's what I'm leaning on right now. Even though the Suns are a scary team this year, we've seen it. But also, if it's the Hawks, I would lean on the Suns. But at the same time, shit, if the Hawks make it to the finals, I think they've already shown enough that like nobody can sleep on them anymore. You know what I mean?
But definitely,
but I would do Trae Young versus CP3 or Trae versus Booker like that. That's exciting because if it's Giannis, that Booker and CP don't play positions to like quote unquote it be against him. You know what I mean? So then be like what Ayton and Giannis. You know what I mean? And I don't know if Ayton would be quick enough for Giannis.
I think the Bucks Suns would be the best one because it has like the most quote unquote all stars Suns. Yeah, it'll be Booker, it'll be CP3, it'll be Drew Holiday, it'll be
and I think it'd be great
Chris
for
Middleton and Giannis. But guys,
what would you rather see, Hawks or Bucks?
Bucks, but actually no, I rather see Hawks because of the underdog.
Oh, okay.
They've been getting slept on, so they finally made it. Shocked the world.
Okay. Actually, I'd be very interested to see who would be the favorite in terms of Vegas odds. If it's Suns versus if it's Suns versus Bucks, I wonder who would get it because I think that's a toss up right there. You know what I mean?
Might be the Suns. Who knows?
What you think of the series though? Good series.
Good and bad. I mean, it was Kawhi being out.
Do you put an asterisk on the Suns run? By the way.
No,
I
man.
don't. I don't anymore.
Look,
I kind of had that in the back of my mind. I even left some YouTube comments from the BTD YouTube channel about that, but it's just like, they've all these other teams, they've had their own personal injuries, but they've overcome regardless whether they were injured or not.
They did what they were supposed. Look, they did what they were supposed to do, and the people saying like giving shit. Oh, they beat the Lakers when AD wasn't around. Mind you, they beat some games that they were fully healthy when they had LeBron and Anthony Davis. It's not their fault that the Denver Nuggets didn't have Jamal Murray. Just as easily as the Jazz that lost to the Clippers without Kawhi, that could have happened to the Suns too. And they did what they were supposed to.
Facts.
No, man, no asterisks, man. Fuck that shit. Every team, every year goes through some injuries.
You know who's never gonna hear the end of it if the Suns end up winning the championship?
LeBron.
Charles Barkley.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Oh shit. Low-key, that would be one of the funniest things to see, man. I'm not gonna lie. And I would love to just see just like imagine like 5 years from now, like if they end up winning it and then CP3 is on TNT and then he can just always shut down Charles with that. Like how Shaq always shuts down with the championship. Well, Charles, you didn't bring a title home to Phoenix. Who did? At that point, I want CP3 to win it just for that, man. Just envisioning all that in my head is already funny as shit.
That's just more shit on Charles's plate. But either way, guys, let us know in the comments what you guys think. You guys think the Suns are gonna win it all? Suns fans, who would you rather see? You rather see the Hawks? You rather see the Bucks? Or you just don't give a shit? You guys made it to the finals and you're happy about it.
Viewers that have no fucking discrepancy with teams like favor in any of these matchups. How do you guys feel about these finals and the teams left? Like, are you guys even interested anymore? Or are you guys just watching because it's basketball? Because that I'm very, very intrigued about.
And another thing I want to know
I hope the finals ratings are good because they deserve to be good.
Another thing I want to know. You guys think Kawhi is gonna leave the Clippers? Do you think for Paul George, Pandemic P is completely gone? He's playoff P.
It's done. He's playoff P.
I'd love to hear.
Pandemic P. I don't want to hear it no more. You too, man, because you were hating on him for a minute. You don't think he shut it?
He shut it.
All right.
Then the new playoff P, Porzingis. That's the new playoff P.
Pandemic P, you mean?
Yeah, Pandemic P. My bad. Yeah. Either way, he'll cut that out. I don't know, or maybe he will. Maybe he won't. Either way, guys, appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know. Catch us on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and all podcast streaming platforms. And if you guys got to this point, like 90% of y'all are looking at this and not subscribed. Do something about that, man.
We'll send you hugs and kisses.
Exactly. I got faith in you. Either way, we'll catch you guys soon. For now,
handwrite letters to every single subscriber.
I will.
If you want, leave a comment. We'll do it.
Man, my hand's gonna fall off, with like a mill. But hey, let's do it. That's like a sacrifice you have to. Either way, we'll catch you guys soon. For now, later.
Take care.